Hello, my darling dears, and welcome to your favorite day. That's right, it is a mini training day, and today we are talking about capitalism. So I am currently on vacation as we speak, but this is pre-recorded, so I'm going to make it very brief and give you 3 capitalism truths that I think need to be dispelled. Number 1, the idea of the 9 to 5. I think that's absolute bullshit. We've been bred to do it since we were in school, and there's absolutely no reason why the hours of 9 to 5 need to be your most productive. When I work with my clients, not only do I look at their astrological chart and ask about their habits in order to form a good schedule for themselves, but I also ask if they're morning or nighttime people, because sometimes your productivity just looks different. And aside from that, how many hours a day do you need to actually be efficient and produce? I don't believe that the 9 to 5 window of 8-hour work days is actually all used productively, so why do we even have it? Personally, I believe that it just jails somebody into expectations, and when they don't meet it, or perhaps maybe when they're more efficient and they have downtime, they feel like they're not doing enough, and it's a vicious cycle. I think it's toxic. Number 2. The harder you work, the more money you make. No, queen, no. First off, the big CEOs and the 1%ers in America are usually always trust fund kids that have had enough startup capital to provide the privilege for them to do that. And then on top of it, they steal labor by giving everyone extremely low wages. These people are barely working and they're extorting their employees for labor. On the other hand, have you ever met a janitor? Have you ever met a groundskeeper? Have you ever met a housekeeper? An entrepreneur that came from nothing, a nanny, the list goes on. These are people that work super hard and barely scrape the bottom of the barrel. So where is your truth? And the reason why I bring this up is because I want to dispel the rumor that working harder gets you more money. Because if you have the ability to look at your own systems and then scale it back, that limiting belief doesn't exist for you anymore. And then finally, for all of my fellow entrepreneurs out there, and this one hits home really hard, but if you don't make a certain amount of money in a month, then you are less than, and you're not scaling. Scaling looks different for everybody, and I think that we have this idea that scaling looks like this. It doesn't. It looks like this. Some months you'll make nothing, some months you'll make 20K, some months, I don't know. It becomes easier to predict with trends when you've been working in the industry for long enough, right? Because you know what your stacked payments look like. You can predict for a launch how much you're going to make, so it's easier to forecast. That doesn't mean that like for one launch you won't be low energy and you won't get as many people as you thought you would, or you won't be disappointed, or maybe you missed your market research or something. I mean, everybody has hits or misses. And then on top of it, I want to impress upon you the fact that these shiny numbers that get thrown around, especially in the coaching industry, are goals to shoot for, but they don't necessarily define you or have to exist at all, really. I have an extremely low overhead, but I also really like to dine out. And so I've created my budget and my schedule to fit in the fun little perks that I have. But I don't need to make 6 figures in order to live happily and save. Yeah, those 6-figure years are sexy. I feel proud that I achieved one. But I also think that we need to start being more practical and realistic for where we live, what our profit margin is, and if we're happy or not. Because to be completely honest, if you are miserable chasing these 6-figure years or 10K months or 20K months, what's it worth anyways? You are miserable in your 9 to 5. That's why you started a business. So why are you killing yourself over it? All of that rambling to say, because I did want to keep it short, is that all of these beliefs around money and capitalism become ingrained in us, and unless we do the work to unpack them, they get carried over into our businesses. Which is why I created my Boss Alignment Academy. If you have not seen it, you can swipe up and see the details. But it's a whole package of telling you how to work smart, not hard. Vision for everyone's businesses is to relish in love and life and take care of yourself and rest and heal and have money be supplemental and have money just be there when you need it. And trust me, I love luxury, I love things. I've budgeted that in for myself, but I've also created systems that allow for that in a more flowy way than if I were to just kill myself with stress and depression over the things that I wanted to happen that aren't. This program is not only mindset, but it is also strategy, and it's intimate, it's with you, it's with me, it's with other people that are at your level, and we're all working towards the same goal, which is ease, flow, and abundance. This is your very last chance, okay? This is the last week. Cart closes on Sunday. And that's it. I'm never going to launch this thing again. I feel aligned to do it right now. And that's part of what I'm teaching in this program. So swipe up.